g'day to those 5 people. I think one of them's my girlfriend.
I think one's my wife too. So. We're off to a great start, bro.
Well, what's going on, young Shaq?
Music, work, family. You know what it is, bro?
That's the dream.
That is. It's good seeing you, man. It's been a long time.
Yeah, I know. Been too long. Too long between beers.
It has been.
When was the last time?
I think it was the show I did at Sideways. That would have been the last time.
Shit, yeah, you're right. That was cool.
Dude, that was awesome.
That was the craziest crowd I've ever seen. Have we got video? We got video of that. Pull up video.
The craziest crowd. Nah, it was good, but when Ron Weasley came on, that was the jam.
Yeah, big time.
That verse, bro.
That verse.
So how long did it take you to put that verse together? Don't lie to me.
It was a while actually, like a few days, I think. I kept going back to it, changing shit. Do you know what's actually funny about that song?
Yeah.
I hated that beat.
What?
I hated that beat. I hated that. When you sent it to me, I was like, man, I don't like this beat. And then like I kept listening to it and I'm like, man, I think I like this beat.
Bruh.
I like this beat. I didn't like, yeah.
Yeah. You know what's funny is that when I sent it, I was like, he's gonna love this beat, bro. He's
That's
gonna
so
love
funny.
this.
Nah, I don't know why. I think it's funny. I've done this like transition of sort of hating that. Well, not hating, that's a pretty strong word, but really not being into all that trap style. Like it just wasn't my thing. I was just like boom bap till death. And then
yeah.
And slowly, like especially with production, I really appreciate it now. Like cooking 808s and stuff, man. Like
Ron Weasley, bro.
I can't get enough.
Your verse on that, like that's the one that inspired. You know when I say in
Jay-Z line.
No.
Oh, no.
In Frozen City, when I say like when you sent back the verse, homeboy renegaded.
Yeah, the Jay-Z.
That's this.
Yeah.
No,
that's what I was talking about.
So I came in hard. Like I felt my verse was like I was like when I sent it through, I thought, man, this is, you know what I mean? Like, boom. And then when I heard yours back, I was like, it is what it is.
Oh man,
it is what it is. You got me.
I try my best. Speaking of, what happened to the hairdo, my brother?
Bro, I had to go, man.
You cut it off?
Dude, it's a lot of maintenance. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
Like I was gonna get locks, but yeah. You ask Kay, like same thing.
What's he got at the moment?
It's like a mid flat top, I'd say.
True.
Not a full flat top, but it's mid.
Yeah, dope.
But yeah, it's you know the amount of shampoo and conditioner. I was spending way too much time on my hair. I'm like, I'm not doing this anymore. So and yeah, with spring and summer coming up, is just. I think what killed it is I tried to put a beanie on like when it was one of those cold days, and it was just like it was about to explode.
Fuck that.
Yeah, no, it's just got to go.
Cool, bloody congrats on Dreams in Motion.
Thank you.
Loving it.
I like that segue, my man.
Absolutely loving it. I know you've got like 500 songs in the pipeline,
bro. Yeah, I got a fair bit.
It's always cool to hear you release shit, and that's like a project as well, like a proper, seems real polished.
Yeah. Part 2 comes out. I don't know, sometime late November.
Yeah.
It's a bit darker.
Really?
Yeah, the production.
Is there like an idea behind the?
No, I know with this one, I think like with Dreams in Motion, I just kind of had like a generic title that kind of signified where I just wanted to go, just getting what I want to do in motion. So whether that's full pace ahead or doing it slowly, my whole thing is just enjoying the journey. So yeah, that's why I came up with Dreams in Motion. Yeah, but cool. The artwork is pretty sick, the anime style.
Yeah, who did that for you?
Akira Sane, I think that's his name. Yeah, he's on Instagram. He's really good.
Just hit him up and
yeah. I got both done. And it's crazy because I was gonna put Kid on the first one. That's everyone's favorite.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's crazy because I'm thinking Flowers is the one.
Yeah.
So I did the film clip and everything, and I still love the film clip and I love that song. But in my mind, it's funny as an artist when you kind of perceive what people are gonna like the most, and everyone from like Triple J to people that wrote reviews, just to everyone, we're just like, Kid's the one. Yeah. I was like, okay.
And you didn't think so,
dude? It was like probably a week before putting out. I said, I'm gonna throw Kid on.
Man.
And yeah, I'm glad I did.
That was definitely my favorite. Yeah, I love that.
And so Flowers and Kid are produced by Capo, Newborn Noise.
True.
And Light It Up too. Real
See,
talk.
yeah, right. Where,
Yeah.
whoa. Where was the Jim Pike Beats on that one?
They're coming, bro.
Unreal. I'm getting shafted.
Nah. But as soon as you dropped Jim Pike Beats, who would have been one of your first clients, bro?
Yeah, I know.
Who would have
I
been?
know. You're my only client. nah, you're not. I sold.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mustard Flats is a client. Mustard Flats.
That's
Yeah,
true. And that
yeah.
intro beat is something.
yeah. Can I plug that?
Yeah, plug it, man.
I made the
I'm gonna love that.
I made the theme for this whole podcast.
Yeah, the listeners have heard. They love it.
What do you think
Yeah.
about that, listeners? We still got 5 or?
Legendary. That is good beat though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Because
we got 6 now. We got 6.
Yeah,
So
nice
we're
one.
moving up, bro.
6 is better than 5. That's for sure.
But on a real note, making a beat like that can kind of loop and still keep the listener interested takes a skill to it. You know what I mean? It's not
Yeah.
like a song where you have verse, chorus structured. You have to kind of go on a more of like a longer journey. You know
This
what I'm
was
saying?
it was a weird one actually because it was actually like a different. They were actually 2 different beats, and so that like the drop, the hook part was gonna be like a beat, like a song beat. And then I don't know, they just sort of worked together and like took a little bit of plucking and switching and changing and come together. So that was pretty good.
That-
I was terrified. Like, no offense to Canberra rappers, but you felt like a super high end client. I just was like, I'm like, oh, it's not my friends buying my beats. Not that you're not my friend. I'm digging myself a hole here.
Mate, keep digging.
But it was cool. That was cool.
Man, your work is up there, man. It's
cool.
super professional stuff.
It is.
And you can check it out on his SoundCloud, Jim Pike Beats.
How good's yeah.
That's probably my only gripe with Jimmy is that you said SoundCloud only. This pisses me off. Like, if you ask Jimmy, like, how many times do you reckon I send you a DM in the year requesting music? How many times?
Man, a lot.
Like,
I always love those messages too. They do motivate me. I walk in like, I go, yeah, man. I sit down and then I've been bad. I just want to make beats. I think, you know,
bro,
I want to make.
you have to
beats.
do both. You have to juggle it, mate.
Yeah, it's hard work.
Because I'm always like, I think when I was at last Sunday when I was recording a few tracks at K's, I said to him, I think I want like a 5-track EP from Jimmy. With a minimal, like 2 music videos, some artwork. Like I just want it on Spotify. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I think
Well.
I'm not gonna stop until I get it.
All right,
You know what I mean?
I'll get to it. I'll get to it immediately.
I was gonna ask, when you make beats, right? I always like want to get into the mind of a producer. When you make like your dopest beat, do you just put it in a stash for yourself?
I used to,
See that?
so that was like bad business.
Yeah.
That was
Because my theory is all these beat makers have this little folder of like the dopest shit, and they're just kind of like, it's mine, my precious.
Or
yeah.
like, but you don't want to like. I guess I got to a point where I was like, I'm only, like, as far as producing goes, I'm only releasing all my B grade shit, if that makes sense. Like, because, you know, you can't just make make something dope. You can't just be like, nah, I can't sell that because like I want to use it.
Yeah.
I did it for so long, and then like the beats that I was trying to sell were just like, if I didn't want to rap on them, like who else would? You know what I mean? So you sort of have to like. It sucks given like some of the ones I've
That
sold.
salsa one?
The salsa one. I still haven't sold that either.
Oh, for real?
Nah, I still haven't sold that. But so I just put it up for heaps because I was like, if
So,
I
yeah.
sell it, I
It's-
get paid, and if
if
I
you
don't,
don't?
I might use it.
What? But this is what I mean. So you have it there, right?
It's
write
there.
to it. Just write to it.
Yeah. Maybe you're right. But you can't have the vault. You can't have that folder full of dope beats.
But in
'Cause-
saying that, there's been some of my best songs have been the beats that, like, for instance, on my Ragged Saint album, there was Blessings, Superman, and one other that were in Citizen K's like folder at the background. Like he kind of showed me these skeletons and he was like, yeah, these are the ideas that I started, but I wasn't feeling it. And I was like,
Yeah.
but I could see something on it.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes like you might think that if I'm not gonna rap on it, like nobody will. But I tell you what, man, they're the ones that I like to jump on sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true.
Mm.
Yeah, I just couldn't. I don't know. I just felt if I wasn't vibing it, I just like didn't want to like put it out. So I stopped it. Like if I make a beat like that, I just scrap it.
That's it.
Yeah, it's just done.
Gone.
It's not gone.
Into the ether.
Nah, it's always there forever. And sometimes I revisit them, and it's not often that you're like, oh no, this is actually sick. Like you're always like, yeah, still trash.
For real.
Yeah.
Show me that. Show me those ones.
Yeah, I've got a few.
No. Yeah, send
got
me
a
the
few.
link. I'll guarantee you I'll have a song out of it.
Let's make a song right now. A live podcast.
Relax. Trying to put me on notice now.
So three young kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
How are you finding just juggling that work and still putting out 200 songs a day?
Yeah. It's been tricky. I think I just caught like a creative wave, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like I feel like it was weird. I almost felt like I think when I get into something, it almost becomes an obsession.
Yeah.
So there was a point where I was probably writing too much. You know what I mean? I'd just be like walking around the house mumbling lyrics. It was weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's cool.
Mrs. was like, man, just take a break now and then.
I get a bit the same with like the obsession thing, but I jump hobbies like a crazy man.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
The inspiration doesn't last too long.
I'm into music and I'm into it like full steam ahead, 6 months, and then, you know, I'm like, oh, I want to go fishing for 6 months straight.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then I want to go work on my four-wheel drive for 6 months straight, and you know, like I just pick up these little random passion projects all the time.
Yeah.
So it's funny. You should, yeah.
But sorry, I didn't actually answer your question in terms of juggling.
Sorry.
I just do it at like late nights. So which is bad because like I'll get mad creative at like the worst times, like 11 p.m. to 2 a.m.
What do you do? Just headphones on?
Headphones on, yeah, the AirPods, just writing to beats, and also on the way to work in the car.
Yeah.
I remember you got me on that.
Well, that was the most productive I've been as a writer.
You were just cruising, weren't you?
I was driving a van for a living.
And you weren't putting pen to paper either.
No.
That's the crazy thing.
No, because it was like 8 hours a day in the van, and I'd make the beats and then put them on my phone, play them through the van speakers, and you know, you'd come home in a day with half a song done, and then I'd sort of either lay it down or write it down, and then but yeah, you can't, like, obviously you can't, you know, write while you're driving around, so
That'd be dangerous, bro.
yeah. But that was super productive, and now I'm not doing that. Shit, I hope my boss isn't listening. Nah. Man, I was doing jack shit. I was just writing songs.
So did you do that Ron Weasley verse in the?
Yeah.
For real?
In the car,
Man,
in the van.
that's brutal to hear, bro.
Been a minute before I hit him with a bit, and that was like the first part was the hardest.
Yeah,
It was just like trying to get that.
I think
when
that's
you can't write it down because you have to keep like.
bro. You'd have to go over it
Yeah.
again.
Yeah. It's a
yeah.
lot.
But
It's a lot.
your entrance into that verse is it's a good verse, man. It just comes out dumb blazing, and performing it live is fun.
That was cool.
It's crazy. I
was
still
super
can't believe that you didn't like that beat. That's funny. So you would have rather Incredible to jump on?
Oh, man. That's my favorite song. That's my favorite song. Not of yours, like, just my favorite song. Nah, but
But you helped mix that too.
yeah. Well, I don't know if you'd call it that.
Yeah, no.
on
Let's
the
call
se-
it that.
I was in on the session.
You're in on
yeah.
the session.
But yeah, dude. I can't believe you. I can't write late at night. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't. I need to be loud. I need to be real loud. I need like lots of energy, and that's why the van was good. Just windows up and the speakers real loud, and
That's
I'm
so
like
funny.
screaming. I'm half writing this verse and like practicing performing it also at the same time.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a benefit to that.
Yeah.
Because you could tell at the live show you had it down pat. Whereas I think part of the problem with myself is that I've wrote so many songs that once it's kind of recorded and mixed, I just throw it out of my
It's done.
my mind. So like before I perform, I have to rehearse again. Like I
Yeah,
have to
true.
relearn my lyrics because you can only. I think that's how I've been able to write so much. It's because I'm not really, it's not
Yeah.
taking up any mental space. It's kind of like recorded, done, and then I just on to the next one. It's like factory. Just
You
next one,
record with like
next one.
looking at your
Yeah, I just read off my phone,
yeah
bro.
yeah
Yeah.
yeah. It's crazy.
But that's just because I'm not gonna memorize all these different verses.
You seen that? Have you seen that video of? I think it's like Method Man and Black Thought on. Oh, are you googling that?
Yeah.
I would be. Not to say there's anything wrong with reading off your paper or your phone or whatever. I do it all the time. But in this particular instance, this is embarrassing, man. I reckon, in my opinion.
Sway.
Yeah, on Sway.
Oh, on live, you can't do it live.
He did it live, and Black Thought's one of the most
Ah,
probably incredible.
yeah.
You know.
But yeah, because he's so good, he can get away with it though.
Yeah, and then I think a Method Man just rocks up and he just reads this verse off of his phone. I hope Method Man's not watching.
Yeah.
And I reckon it's embarrassing. There, I said it.
I'm 100 miles and still running. This funky drum got 100 rounds and still gunning. I'm still dumping one in your pumpkin.
Look at this guy.
But if it's like a super dope verse, do you really care? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. Performance.
for
I'm a
this-
showman.
I think for this it is, but like when you're recording, no one's like seeing that process.
Oh, no one
so
cares
It's
if
just a
you're-
finished product. But
Yeah.
when performing, like that'd be like me going on stage and being, you know what I mean?
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah, I
it's
feel
just
you.
random.
But
Didn't expect it from the tang.
he forever gets a pass.
Yeah, he
because he's-
does.
You know what I mean?
He's a fucking man still.
He is. That's crazy. That's crazy. So do you like every time you record, you just do it off the top,
Yeah.
except for those Lost Boys days?
Except for those days. I
Yeah,
used to
yeah.
rock up to Kojo's little studio.
You had a
at
book,
his-
bro. You had a book.
I had a book.
That book was that was a scrappy looking book.
That
man.
was a bad book.
That was a bad book.
That was a
That
bad-
was like in your year 9 school bag at the bottom
Yeah, yeah.
kind of book.
Yeah, there was
Like-
stains on that book.
Yeah, mashed banana and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it had gold.
Man, they were the days, huh?
Mhm.
I missed that. I missed that heaps, man. That was like
Lost Boys.
that was just vibes all the time.
For those that are tuning in, the Lost Boys was Jimmy Pike. Well, back then you were Medsky.
Ugh,
Medsky. I have to say Medsky.
yuck.
Yeah, Kay and myself. And how many songs do we do?
What were you called? You've done a name change.
I've changed my name so many times, bro. I think.
Were you Young Shaq then?
Nah, I think so.
Young Shaq.
I think the journey of my name was like, it was, the first name was Dubious. I think my first rhyme was, it was silly. They call me Dubious, I'm serious, I hope you're feeling this. It was just silly, you know what I mean?
Dubious.
I
Yeah.
had Dubious, then I had Shaka B.
Oh,
I know, settle down. And then I had Young Shaq. That was the Cash Boys era.
yeah.
Then I went Marvel, remember?
But that wasn't Marvel. Was Marvel Lost Boys?
Yeah. Yeah, they call me Marvel, Shaka or Shaka.
Yeah.
On the way
yeah.
to Macca's on the
Yeah.
stolen alpaca.
remember.
That's the silliest rhyme.
I don't remember that.
But it worked. Yeah. That was I used to enjoy. I think we did about we recorded 5 songs probably. We should have, and we half finished like 100 songs.
Yeah. Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe never came out.
Never came out.
Heaps of remixes though.
Heaps of remixes.
We can't
yeah.
play heaps of this stuff for you
No, we can't.
sports
there-
fans.
But
at
there
home.
is one song that no one's heard. No one's heard.
Oh, should we play that? This is so embarrassing, I reckon.
Yeah, now we have to do it while we're here. The Lanyon Shuffle, bro.
Do we play the whole? Do you reckon we play the whole thing or?
It's one of those songs you kind of have to just because the verses are so silly. It was like obviously it was a.
Well, that's not it. Whoop, some
Yeah.
technical.
That's all right. That's all right. But we did it as a joke. We
It
kind
was
of
a
did it
massive
as
joke.
like
yeah.
as baller rappers, as you know what I mean.
It was 5. I think we wrote it in like 5-10 minutes or something.
Yeah. It was silly. It was taking the piss, but I still think we should have released it because it was funny. It was classic.
Oh. What is a shuffle, man?
We should dance to it. Hey,
Step to the front.
hey.
This is still hot. Tasty as soup, right?
What? Come and spoon me.
Sushi. Yeah.
Really cuddly.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Surely. Magnet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
I wonder if he's tuned in.
Oh. Like a rookie.
You book it.
Man, this is so funny.
It's silly. It's yeah. Gosh, these verses are long.
Yeah, big time.
What I am. I bet the case like, why are you playing this right now, bro? Why are you playing this?
I reckon we just play his verse and cut it. Yeah.
In fact, ladies and gentlemen, that wasn't a Lost Boy song. That was just K's next single, bro.
Man, that is
But
funny.
I think in your verse you say something about the bonds, and that was that. I lost it in the studio.
Oh.
You say something about wearing white socks, and then you had this random BB.
Oh,
they're bonds.
They're bonds. Yeah.
I was
Just
like, what are you doing?
Man, that was. I remember there was like just talking about like in the club, I be sculling. I'm super white. Edward Cullen. It's like the worst shit ever, man. That was fun.
That was fun. That was
fun. But no, I miss that. I miss that heaps. You know, like I think music for me can get a bit businessy.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
when you, I don't know.
It can, but I feel like we were all at different stages. I know for myself, I was coming off like a huge break of doing music. So when I linked up with you two, I saw like these younger rappers that had this hunger, you know what I mean? And that just lit a fire into my ass. Like,
Yeah.
I remember being in there and you guys just have these killer verses. So I genuinely feel on most of those songs like I had the weaker verse. And to this day, I'm like, it irks me a bit. I'm like, damn.
Man.
That's the ego in me, like the rap ego. I'm like, but it kind of got me to that next level because I was inspired, if you know what I mean?
Man, it was like, yeah, that was my prime. That was Medsky.
Man.
Medsky was
beast.
prime.
The
Yeah.
beast.
Anyway, what do you got going on, Nico?
Not a lot over here. Not a lot over here.
Smooth transition there, bro.
Just cruising.
I kind of wish we had videos of these songs
I know.
back in the day.
I know. And that's what I
The
mean.
Lost Boys didn't
Yeah.
do any videos, I don't think.
No videos. We just did like covers, really. No, not covers. We just rap
This
over
is like
other people's
mixtape
beats.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But we did,
Me
And that's what
Kojo did.
I found the Cash Boys stuff with KG.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know about that until
Yeah.
I started looking up, preparing for this, and
Yeah.
that was cool too. Like
It
what
was.
a time, like
what a
different
time.
era.
Yeah, way different era like that. I remember like we both had me and KG moved to Melbourne when we were young with no jobs, like no plan. Like it was just like
It's
let's
crazy.
just move there and do music. What could go wrong? Everything could go wrong. You know, so we didn't last too long up there, but we worked with a pretty cool producer. So I think what was unique in that scenario is that at a young age, like the first song I recorded was with like a really legit producer, and you just get thrown into the fire.
Big time.
Like I remember him. He was so ruthless. He was just like, "Do it again, do it
Shit.
again, project your voice, do it again, do it again," and you're just like, "Whoa!" So from the start, it just had that kind of like that military, you know, like that discipline in the booth just to
Yeah.
get it right. So it took ages, but on that first album, The Birth, which is not, you can't really find it anywhere. Each song I sound different. Like I was finding my voice as an artist, and we both were kind of finding our voice. So that's another person I'd love to kind of go back and do some more music with, but it's just time and linking it now.
you still good mates?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
chat every second day.
Yeah,
every
yeah,
day.
cool.
Yeah, work in similar fields. You know what I mean? But yeah.
So is there videos, Cash Boy stuff?
Yeah, there's Party Up,
I actually think I think I've seen that.
bro. The beat's banging.
Are we doing it?
I'll look for it. You guys get it.
Yeah,
we get-
yeah.
Are we gonna get? What's that
No,
beat? Who made that beat?
That's like Israel from Elite Fleet Production. He made that beat. So yeah, I remember we went to ICBMs. Do you remember ICBMs?
Yeah, like
No. North Bar. Sorry,
I
it's
don't
on
know.
North Bar. Do you remember? Nick, do you know North Bar?
The
Yeah.
white one.
Yeah.
The white one.
Yeah.
What was
How
it
old
called?
are you?
Party Up.
Party Up, yep. Cash Boys. And so we went there, I remember, and it was like broad daylight, the film clip. So we had to put garbage bags in the window to stop the light. So, bro, it was our first clip, you know what I mean? And we had to get we tried to get as many people as we could to fill up the club, but it looks mad empty.
Oh,
I'm wearing sunglasses in the club, you know what I mean?
That's cool.
Yeah, check it out. And we had this random intro part, which I still don't understand it. But you can tell by
Yeah, I've seen this.
oh shit.
Fuck. How old are you?
And my obviously my accent's a lot more US in here.
How's the speed stripes?
Bro, the pattern in my hair, I don't know. The glasses irk me in the club now. I look back like, bro, someone should have said, Shaq, no.
Shaq, no.
Look at that.
That's sick.
Yeah. But it was fun. And there's KO there.
That's pretty funny, eh? Like club in the middle of the day.
I know. And you just, listen, we tried our best. But yeah, I think for the time and the era, it's still pretty dope. But yeah, looking back, you just have to have a laugh and learn from it all. But sunglasses in the club, man.
Man, I think
and the style, those jeans were like.
How much did all these projects kind of lead to where you're at now?
A lot, yeah. I feel a lot because I kind of look at it as the training grounds. You know what I mean? So finding your voice, finding your style, and then we kind of went our own ways. Just not anything bad, just more organically. And I think as solo artists, we really found our voices. So that's why I feel like, as much as I love our old stuff because it's nostalgic and it means so much to me as an artist, I want us to not leave our legacy with this. Yeah. Because we're both so much better now. You know what I mean? Like KG stuff. Like I still think his song, what's it called? Black Boy is one of my with the K production.
Yeah, shit's dope.
It's super dope, and I feel like we could come back now with a lot more maturity.
Would you consider working on a project
for sure?
Together?
Yeah, and we talk about it. It's just hard. It's just hard timing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's a busy man, and so am I. You know, so but I'd love to do that because as much as I love our old stuff, I want to be able to say but we went back years later and did some new stuff that's more polished. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't let that be the lasting legacy kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think we could put out some stuff. Yeah, Cash Boys. Same with Lost Boys.
Got a lot of love in the comments for Lanyon Shuffle.
Yeah. Should we? Can we just go back and just play each verse? You know what I mean? Is that all right? Because there's some gold. There's some gold, man. I want to hear the Edward Cullen line.
All right.
For sure. Lost Boys track. So.
Girl in the world, they think of me.
Yeah. They're back.
Really? Dude. I'm winning, bitch.
Lanyon Shuffle. Look at your click. Oh man.
I'm a med ski.
It's got that med ski. That is. Man.
That's good.
Lanyon Shuffle. We should just. Yeah. We should have done a film clip for fun.
We should do it now. I think it's still.
I think it's still go hard. What locations in the valley? Because you're like, you're a veteran out there.
Man,
where would you film that?
There's only like, where would I film Lanyon Shuffle? There'd be a cool shot of if Nick stood in the middle of the Vikings Oval and shot us dancing on the back of the Lanyon Vikings balcony, smoking durries and drinking schooners.
Yeah. Have to do it.
It's got to be like a Drake laugh now, cry later, like Nike. Instead of Nike, it's the Vikings club.
At the buffet.
Oh, dude, shooting the whole thing at the Vikings Club would be
Yeah.
pretty funny.
You'd
Pretty
have
funny.
to get one shot of the school.
Yeah. I think it's been done.
Has
you
it?
know? Just school, like
Yeah, I know.
Lanyon High. Man, I miss Lanyon High.
Mm.
So what was it about Lanyon? Was that where you guys all
Yeah.
kind of lived?
So what was kind of weird was how I first met Jimmy was I used to work as a chaplain, which in a public school is basically a youth worker.
Yeah.
And at Lanyon High, so I was like that young staff member, and you came from Eddie's, yeah?
Yeah.
You came from Eddie's. You had a Jedi, didn't you?
I had a whole
He
lot
had a
of,
Jedi.
I had a whole lot of things that we don't need to talk about on this podcast.
This dude had a Jedi. Oh, bro. No, but yeah, all like the kids were talking about this new dude that is this awesome rapper that's at the school, and I remember like we used to touch base, and again like you weren't the first student that said, hey, check out like like a verse I've done or something, and most of the time it's like it's I guess. When you said that to me at first, I'm thinking it's probably going to be offbeat and just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then when I heard it straight away, like, I was like, you were 16, and I was thinking, you're a really good rapper. You know what I mean? Off the bat. And yeah, like you could just see like the talent. And so we ended up doing, that song that you sent through. Because I remember one day you were like, hey, jump on this song I just done. And yeah, I did it without hesitation because I think you could just see that talent. And same thing happened with Kay at Lake Tuggeranong College. So it's a weird journey. I worked there too. And then there's Kay. And he's like, hey, let's do we started chopping it up. And again, he showed me his music. And I'm like, it's just a weird by chance that two really good artists I just came across. You know what I mean?
And then that we, because like us linking up is actually a really funny story as well, me and Kojo. I might skip that for the next one, the next podcast. But I did want to say, I think before that track, do you remember the poetry slam?
Yeah.
You and Bradfield, I hope you're watching.
Yeah.
Surely not.
We'll show him.
Yeah, like really actually pushed me. Like when I was pretty young and I was like doing a whole bunch of dumb shit. And I actually really appreciate that you were there you sort of pushed me a little bit to do more music stuff. So, and now we're real good mates. So it's funny how that all works out.
Crazy, yeah. I've just always come across so many artists that I've come across in this city. I've ended up having I guess a good friendship with, but they've also been super talented. Like, you know what I mean?
Canberra is super talented, man.
And like that's why I think like when I tried to escape music for a while when I wasn't interested in it, I couldn't because there was yourself, there's K, there's KG, and he kept going hard. Kirkland's my cousin, so I'd see him at like family Christmases. He'd show me his new stuff, and I'm like, man, like you know what I mean? I can't escape it.
Yeah.
So like last Christmas, you have us on like the deck at the house we're at, and we're just showing each other songs, like
What do you reckon about Christmas album?
Christmas.
Lost Boys Christmas album.
That's when you know we're truly washed up, then, bro.
Have you heard that? That ludicrous. What is it? All I want for Christmas is 2 gold front teeth. He's his song's called Ludicrismas. It's one of the funny things.
A Lost Boys Christmas.
Yeah, Lost. We should do a Christmas album.
Yeah, I'm down.
I think we could pull it off. What
I don't know, bro. That's hard.
It's
like you have I think before the Christmas album, you have to have a best of, don't you? Is that the kind of rule, unspoken rule?
Oh.
Before you get to the Christmas album?
Who's got Christmas albums? Like Bublé.
Mariah Carey, I think.
Mariah Carey. The Wiggles. I don't know. Any Christmas album? Shout outs?
I don't know.
Throw some Christmas albums in the comments.
I think Mariah Carey is the benchmark because that's every Christmas. You just like, do you know what I mean?
Bublé comes out of the woodwork pretty big time too.
Yeah, but he's always clutch.
Imagine just copping like all your royalties in December.
It's a good time, man. All these presents aren't cheap, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That might make my life easy if we have like a successful Christmas album. You know what I mean?
Man, I think we can do anything.
This is one for that I remember, the Fetty Wap.
Man, rap Christmas songs are bad.
rap
I have they're so bad. Every
It's a
single
trap
one.
Christmas, you know what I mean?
Oh, dude. Oh.
Right. Nah, bro.
Yeah.
I can't, man. imagine like
Ludachristmas. Do it. We gotta listen to Ludachristmas.
I might actually play this for my kids this year, just to kind of like take the piss, like we're opening Christmas presents and just have, you know, a Fetty Wap Christmas.
There's a Spotify playlist, I'm almost certain, of like hip hop Christmas songs.
They can't.
It's-
Not one can be good.
It sucks.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Like it's funny though. I remember I was slamming it at work like last Christmas.
Just vibing that way.
Yeah, because we did like a week. I think we did like a week of Bublé, a week of Mariah Carey, and then we're like, what's next? And man, there's
Oh,
yeah.
oh man.
All I want for Christmas is to go front teeth.
But good on Ludacris, eh?
Yeah.
Like the thing is, like a rapper coming, you know, like his first few albums were fire, and then you see him in like these movies, man, Fast and Furious.
I
like,
still
that's,
rate. Yeah, unpopular opinion. I still think Ludacris is dope.
He's good, man.
He is
like,
good.
The album Southern Hospitality. It was, and then I think it was Word of Mouth, and then the third one was Chicken and Beer. That one I didn't like as much, but the first two, man, like I think he had one before Southern Hospitality, but yeah, like that album's good. Fantasy, you know,
Luda.
I wanna lick you from your head to your toes. You remember that song?
Nope.
You don't,
Sounds cool, but
dude. Yeah, it's fire, and yeah, he had that rapid fire flow as well. But he's got that, he's got mad presence. Like you know that Too Fast, Too Furious, that song.
too fast.
I like that beat too.
Man. Yeah, that sounds like a Christmas beat.
Yeah.
We got
Maybe.
one in the comments. Gucci Mane, 12 Days of Christmas.
Oh, Gucci.
Yeah, go on.
That's a gangster Christmas. Like Gucci Mane's pretty gangster. I can't.
We reckon it's good. We
And
reckon
you guys
it's
give
good.
me ideas, man. I'm gonna try and convince the missus if we can have a gangster Christmas while we open the presents.
Dude, it'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's gonna go down, but I'm gonna.
Kojo, if you're listening, Christmas album.
Yeah. I need you to block out the last week,
Clear
last couple weeks of December.
Clear your schedule.
Hey,
On the first day of Christmas, my true love sent to me.
That beat's dirty.
Told me feed my family.
Hey.
I took it to the hood and I dropped it in the sink.
Just
Then I
whack.
hooked it into a hole.
nah, man, this is fire. You know it is. You know it is. Gucci man. This is what it is.
When I was 13, on the
Nick
same
Gucci Mane.
When we're opening presents this year, I'm playing that song.
I just
That
think there's-
background song. You know what that. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if you watched it. You've seen Home Alone, yeah?
Yeah.
That's that,
Kojo has also agreed to this album
You.
in the comments. So.
bro. Does Kojo agree to finishing the story song we did?
Yeah.
Ask him
What
that.
else has he agreed to?
Ask him that because I know I did a verse. Did you do a verse? I think you did.
I did a verse. I did the best
Alright.
verse.
What was the story? What was the story?
Man, it was Sally Salt. It was like about this chick,
Yeah.
and then I think she got hooked on some pretty gnarly drugs, and then
Sally.
she started dating this dude,
What was his name? I don't know.
Big Wayne, I think. I think his name was Big Wayne. I'm not gonna put any money on it. I think his name might have been
Big Wayne?
Big Wayne. And
Oh, bro.
then he was like feeding her the drugs and shit. And then he got caught up. He got pinched. And then the idea was that so you sort of like did the verse of her, I do the verse of the dude she shacked up with, and then Kojo, he ends up in prison. And his cellmate is her
Yeah,
dad.
yeah.
And Kojo was supposed to wrap the whole shit up.
To be fair,
He's like-
we set him up, bro. Because like I had the easiest part. I'm starting the story, so I'm like, take it where you want, man.
And I just
I've
made
done
it
my part.
made it real fucking complicated.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
Kojo has to
and
finish.
then Kojo's just like, I remember him going, "How am I supposed to tie this story together? We just make it work, man."
Make it work.
No.
And well, finish that story in a Christmas verse.
I do think we need to do at least like one song, like actual legit
Yeah,
proper song. Just one more.
I'm ready. I'm available.
But last time you wrote a verse for me, what happened, bro?
Yeah, I know. I knew you were going to
Tell
bring
the
that
people,
up.
man.
I knew you were going to bring that
Tell
up.
the people.
I committed to sin.
You committed it, sin.
I committed to sin. I wrote a verse for Shaq, and then I used it for something else.
You used it for the down bad challenge.
Yeah, I did.
Was that worth it?
No, it wasn't.
It was a
worth
fleeting moment. You had a moment of weakness, and you just went, you know
I
what?
had a huge moment of weakness.
Because I remember you sent me through like a little thing, like a voice thing. I was like, this is dope. And then I'm on Instagram, down bad challenge comes. Ooh, I heard them bars before.
Yeah, yeah.
In your comment, you're like, sorry, Shay.
Devastating. Devastating. I was under pressure, man.
That was. What do you think about that? Like, because we spoke about it after, and I think we both came to the conclusion that we should have waited. Because it was an ego thing for me. Once people tagged me in it, I think you tagged me in it.
I freaked out.
Yeah,
I was
freaked
like,
out too.
I have to put this up. So I think I wrote like the back half of that verse, like took what I'd been working on for you,
Yeah.
and then wrote like the back half and put it up the same night I got tagged. Like I was just like,
Do you know
I
what
don't
I
know,
did?
this is racing. I'm like, oh, I got to get this done.
I did like a
gotta-
weekend move. I said to everyone, I don't have time now. I'll get it done in like 48 hours. And then that night I finished it just to, you know what I mean? Because I was like, yeah, I get it done. And then posted the next day. And then I think we heard, I'm not going to lie, when we heard K's, I was like,
Should have waited.
I should have taken my time.
Should have waited.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
got
the
too
ego.
excited. Too excited.
That is.
Man, I just thought it was pretty incredible to be tagged in something that had come down from like one of my all-time favorite. Wait, I'm hoping I'm not wrong on this. Draft did one.
Yeah.
And like Mantra and like heaps of like fundamentals and heaps of Aussie MCs, and it come down the line to like some like washed up dude who makes beats in Lanyon and like got the tag. Like I was like, this is incredible. I can't believe it. Like how did this get to here? And then so yeah, just freaked out. Just had to do it. Had to do it
Did it
in
fast.
10 minutes.
Yours is still pretty fire.
Man,
I
regret it. I regret it.
I Frankenstein my verse. I was taking pieces from like 4 different
Yeah,
songs
yeah.
and just you could just tell like the flow would just switch. It was no transition.
I just stopped.
You
Like,
can
I
see me
just-
reading off the paper, like, and I was just like, whatever. But I think I was like, if I get out there fast, people are gonna be like, man, he wrote that fast. But
That's what. Yeah.
that's what, yeah. We both went for that, and then I remember after K's, we were just like, we messaged, we're like, his was really fire. And we're like, man. And the next day, I thought of some mad stuff too, but it's too late. Done.
So did I also. But
Done.
imagine if he's thinking the same thing about this Lost Voice verse, and he just comes to us tomorrow and he's like, I've done it.
No.
And this is it. This is
You
it.
can't jack back in 5 years later with a killer verse. I'm redoing mine at that point.
Oh, man.
For real. But shout out to Kay because that new song is it Don't Blink?
Don't blink. Yeah.
That it's fire and that production. It was Is he still in the comments? Because I want to know like who produced that beat.
It was me.
It was Jimmy.
Nah, it was me.
Yeah.
It was me.
But yeah, like the verses, the chorus, everything. So, and that comes out tomorrow. I think it comes out tomorrow.
I haven't
Yeah,
heard it.
the video's out tomorrow. The song's already out, I think.
Can we get a sneak preview?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah,
Is this
dude.
exclusive?
video.
Yeah.
We better wait for
Yeah. Yeah, me and you. Nah, but the actual song, I'm sure we can, because he's posted it out on Facebook. But yeah, I heard it today before coming here. I was like, man, it's fire.
I haven't listened yet.
Mm.
Is he gonna put a claim in?
I'll ask him.
Hey man, you can't use my shit on your podcast.
we get like a written letter
No.
from a lawyer.
Dude, imagine that.
Nah, but yeah, I think I noticed like the thing that jumped out to me was the production was just it was a different kind of feeling from his previous stuff, that more funk soul kind of stuff.
What are you saying? It's more like Rage Against the Machine?
Not
or-
Rage Against the Machine, but it's just it's a
Rocky?
good fuse of rock and hip hop. Like
That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah, it's really cool.
That's the ticket. I love I love fusion.
Mm.
I love fusion. Something I've been really getting around is like any sort of bluesy hip hop, which is like can be a little bit hard to find. But do you know you know Rag and Bone Man?
Mm.
Like I'm only human after all. I'm only human. Like I got slammed on the radio, like mainstream radio.
Maybe if I hear it, I probably
Right. Well, he did this album like 10 years ago. I don't know how long ago it was. It's like a blues album. He's got like a cover of like St. James Infirmary on there and like these like really old style like bluesy songs, and then half of them are like hip hop. It's real weird. I'd recommend everyone check it out. I think it's called Blues Town. Can you Google that?
But you stand by it.
Standing by it. Check
Yep.
it out.
You think it's fly?
You should check it out.
Yeah. I'll check it out.
I think it's cool. Fusion.
Yeah.
What was the song?
Nah, not the song, just the album. I just can't remember what it's called.
His album.
Yeah, it's like I think his first one maybe. And just really random to see, like, especially before, like, talking about artist growth and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
he is 100% like a pop star now. And the contrast between, like, his current album, Blues Town, yeah. It's crazy. It's weird.
Massive growth.
Massive growth. I think in the wrong direction, but that's just...
Really?
I just love hip-hop and blues, and not a heaps big fan of pop, but each their own, you know?
Yeah. You really don't. So, like, because I remember, I think you had, like, on one of your stories, you had something like screw trap or something like that, you know? You said something
No,
like
it's
that.
just like, yeah, I don't know. I probably need to give it a chance.
Yeah.
I'm
What's it
getting-
about it, though? Like, what's it about trap you don't like?
Man, at first, so this is sort of what I was trying to say earlier, is like, I hated the production for a start. Like, I thought the beats didn't make me, I wasn't really vibing.
Yeah.
Until I started mixing 808s, and then I was like, this is the coolest thing on the fucking planet. Like,
Yeah.
I was
I
like,
love
this
808s.
is awesome. And man, I think it's just, dude, I think I'm old. I think I'm getting old.
I am.
I think it's that transition of like, you know, I guess you wonder like why your folks don't get around the music that you listen to. You know what I mean? And like that, I feel like that's happening to me now. Like I'm not reaching out to listen to new artists, and I don't know why. Like I used to just listen to music.
I am locally, like,
Yeah.
That's been my biggest, I think, change is that I'm loving everything local.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like I'm getting old with my ear as well. Like some songs, like for instance, like, and I'm not disrespecting drill at all, for instance. I'm not going to disrespect drill, but I think they can have some dope beats, some really cool like flows and punchlines, but just the content, it seems like, to me anyway, it seems very like every day there's a new group
Yeah.
that, you know,
For
flipping
people,
packs, taking trips, missions, stabbing my ops. I'm gonna
Yeah.
slide through your area. It's very like, you know what I mean? With the same 808 beats. It just to me it's very like, I mean, I don't know. It's a bit. the
people
same
love
old
it though,
same.
and it's the same as listening to, man. Like I used to love 50 Cent.
Yeah. I still love.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. Like it's just like, at the time, at that period in your life, like you're just like, this is dope, this
Yeah.
is cool, and you grow with some of it, and then yeah, I don't know.
But I like some of the production. I've even rapped over one. Like, it's funny. So last Sunday, I found this one drill beat, and I don't like too many of their beats, but there was one that I liked, and I rapped over it. Obviously not the content of drill, just like a freestyle. And it's funny because at the start, you can hear me justify that. At the start of the song, I'm like, first things first, I'm not a driller. You know what I mean? Like, I want to make it clear that I'm not about that because I guess working in the youth sector like I do, you see some of the energy from that content. You know what I mean? Like, hearing people like shank each other, it's becoming it just flows off the tongue too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A bit too fluently for my liking anyway. But as I said, I'm not hating on it, but yeah, I do have some reservations because the message in general.
Yeah,
Really, if
that's
you think about it, if you objectively look at it, I'm like, man, it's just, it's pretty violent.
That's the hard argument though, you know, because it's like
You have your
it's-
freedom of speech, like.
but
And
it's I guess
creativity.
it's expression. Yeah, there's no like,
Yeah.
what's the difference between that and let's say like Eminem talking
No,
about?
there isn't. Do
you know what I
So,
mean?
yeah.
Like, you-
and to be honest, I think when I was in year 2, I went to a family friend's house and they made me a cassette tape and they recorded West Side Connection. You know what I mean? So from year 2, I was listening like,
yeah,
gangster
I guess
West
it's.
Coast music.
I guess
so-
the problem is it's more. I guess it's more. And I don't know. Yeah, I don't work in the youth sector, but I guess it's closer to home, right? Because you hear these dudes who, you know, speak similarly to us. Like they're from Sydney. You know, like it's scary. It's crazy to listen to.
But I think where drill is different to other forms is that it's purely about like the more violent aspect, and you're kind of talking about what you've done. So I'm saying that, you know, my crew went to Lanyon and I dipped Jimmy Pike, and I'm saying that on a track. So it's really tied to real crime. Whereas you know what I mean? I think back in the day, I think some rappers did it for entertainment purposes. Yeah. But it's not that like I'm bragging about the harming of something like that. It's real street shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's a bit darker in that sense, because it's like that's the whole point of it, which makes it kind of entertaining for younger people, because it's more on the line. Like when you hear a song about, you know, like and they disrespect like people that have fallen. So that's very that to me, that's like a line. You know what I mean? It's about like whether they say like they're smoking on this pack, or they're like, where were you when your friend got done and this and that, and I'm like, oh, you know, even for like for like that creative, so I'm like, oh, I don't know about that. Yeah, doesn't it? Yeah, but then again, I'm old. I got kids and stuff, so I'm not gonna be like, I wouldn't play it around them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true. I didn't know that much about it, to be honest.
But
so it's all
some of it, I'd say. But like I said, there is some songs where if I'm in the car or you're at the gym or go for a run, I'll play some of it. You know what I mean? And I like it because it feeds that energy. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So in that way, I guess I'm a hypocrite.
Yeah, man, that's the thing about
for sure.
That's the thing about music. Because I know there was like that that whole, because I think like 1-4 got shafted, like trying to play a bunch of shows maybe like a year ago or something.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah. And that was like, I was speaking to someone about that, and I'm like, you know, where's the line? Because basically the police were like, didn't want these guys like rocking up to venues and stuff like that. Yeah. And I was like, well, they're musicians. Yeah. Like they're
need to eat, bro.
So, but that's interesting. I didn't know it was fully, they're like chatting shit about.
Especially like, so it kind of stems from Chicago drill, and that's a lot different. So it's just like has a different like sound to the UK counterpart. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's all about that, and they'll mention names like when someone got shot, he was looking at his phone. You know what I mean? So it's personal. I'm describing like because so I'm like, oh, but at the same time, it's still like that expression of the environment. So I mean, you can't expect them to rap about stuff that's like, you know, sunset and rainbows and all that, because
no Christmas albums.
No Christmas albums, you know, no Christmas drill, because I guess the environment, the poverty, the crime, it all plays a part. So again, it's what they see. So from their perspective, it is real. So that's what I mean. I'm very like, I kind of dance in the grey with it. Sometimes I'm like, oh, that's a bit much. But then other times I'll be going for a run. And I'm like, this goes hard.
This shit's
but it's just different because this goes hard. It's like, man, there could be real lives lost in these verses that I'm not in my head to. And I think younger kids don't quite get that aspect. Yeah. Or if they do, it's a cool thing. But it's like they don't really have the life experience to know, man, this is actually like mums are crying over this stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wonder if it's kind of like a starting point for them, like what you guys did through Lost Boys. Not to equate the same lyrics, but it is just kind of a starting point. It's so young. I wonder if that's what it is. Like,
you're right.
And it's going to potentially grow into, you know, them finding their voice.
No, that is a very good point. And there's artists like, I think
it's a great thing. Like anyone doing music and not
expressing themselves. Yeah. So that's what I mean. I think, and for instance, for those people that it's actually provided like an income, a passion, a path. So there's that side that I see. Yeah. That I'm all about. And like I said, I like the production. I like some of their like I look at 1-4, they're good songwriters, man. Like they actually, you know what I mean? They have really smart lyrics, and I think it's dope. But it's just I think that I kind of balance it. I'm always going to and fro. Yeah. Like I like it, but then at the same time I'm like, oh man, I can't honestly look at myself and go, do I agree with that message, or you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I can't relate to it because I'm not gangster. So you know what I mean? On a deep level, an artist that is kind of talking about stuff that's more in my realm, you're going to connect more, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not taking trips, you know. I mean, I'm not flipping packs, so it's like, You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I kind of hold it in tension. So that's why I say I'm happy to be a bit hypocritical about it, because sometimes I listen to it, but other times I'm like, ooh. And
Running
that's also
Man.
like the dad in me too. You know what I mean? Of course, there's going to be certain reservations with certain songs. You know what I mean?
I love that. I've been slamming Ocean Wisdom. You heard any Ocean Wisdom?
No.
Yeah, man. Just that that whole UK style running. When I was running, I haven't been running lately. I got into running for a bit.
How far are you going?
I got up to like 4Ks or something.
That's pretty good, bro. That's all right.
Yeah, but I'm not running anymore.
No.
But that, I think you're right. Like, you just want to listen to the most hardest shit when
That's
when you're running.
Yeah, if I have a purpose behind it, like some sort of like if I'm training, gym. I say gym like I go all the time. I've been in gym so long. I'll be honest. In fact, I took a flight of stairs the other day and I was puffed out. So
dude,
that's humbling. But when I do go for a run, you're right. I don't want to listen to a deep and meaningful reflective rap. It's just not going to help me.
Yeah.
It's not going to help my strides. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think there is different music for different contexts and environments. And as Nick said, that could be that juvenile element of being really young, and then, but they might outgrow that and become, artists that are like, I guess, more well-rounded and versatile.
Yeah.
But it's just, I think on just a content level, some of it's just really aggressive, and it's not that it's aggressive in an entertainment way. That's what I'm saying. The difference is that it's based on real life stuff.
I think it's
So
I thought it's interesting. Like in this day and age, it's pretty hard to use shock value, because I think like a lot of stuff has been done, but that's pretty. I think that's crazy. Like it's that real, you know. What I mean?
Yeah, and that's the whole,
So yeah, man,
it's weird one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, as you said though, it is self-expression. It's art. It's this and that. I think it's just that particular genre is tied to a bit about being a bit more realistic.
Yeah.
But then it's the age. It's the you have to weigh it up. They are, they're expressing themselves, and that might get them out of that. You know what I mean?
Is there Christmas drill? Can we look that up?
That would,
If this, oh man, I would lose it.
taking trip to the North Pole.
I would lose it.
I ain't about that.
What do you reckon? You want that last beer? You have it.
Nah, you got it, bro.
You have it.
No, you got
I think I've had too many.
Nah, it's all good.
How long have we been here for?
We're going about 55 minutes.
Yeah. Is that another one of those?
Yeah. Is that right? Yeah.
Oh, a big boy one.
Yeah, but no, it's all good. You have it. You have it.
Jeez, buddy.
I was going to ask you, what's your on the local scene,
Yep.
excluding? Thank you so much.
Just watch it. Might be a bit shaken up.
Yeah. On the local scene, excluding the Lost Boys, who are your favorite? Like, who are your some of your up and coming, or not up and coming, just your favorite MCs from the city?
I don't know if I should say
I'll put you on the
these two.
spot.
I don't
I'll
know.
put you on
No.
the spot.
I know what I'm going to say. I just don't want to. I don't want to upset anyone, because I'm about to say two people who I think might not be on good terms in succession. Which is
It's all right, bro.
Balu is
Yeah.
fucking dope.
Mm.
I actually really froth Chico. He's
Bro, dude, I'll tell you what,
he's
man.
one of my favorites from way back.
Sorry, no, I'll go after.
But there's there's a lot. There is a lot. Obviously Hayds.
It's heaps, man.
I actually want to shout out. I don't even know what you call yourself. Sleazy S, Eshin Hippie,
He's dope.
Sleazy Duck Kid.
Yeah, he
He's
changed.
real
I
dope.
swear he changed his name like 3 times in like a month. So like, that's why on the Frozen City freestyle, I say Asian Hippie.
Yeah.
And then I check after I recorded, I
Yeah.
check the Instagram and it's like Simo Video or something. Yeah, I think that was it. And I'm like, oh, bro.
Man, there's a lot. I
You're
thought that there was like this. There was like a bit of an era, like when I was gigging heaps. It was always like the same crew, which I think might have like eventually sort of killed it a little bit. But they were the days. But now there's a bunch of young. I'm not even that old, man. I don't know, but like, bunch of young people just
Come
doing
out,
the same
yeah.
thing. I think it's cool. I think it's a bit shit. What COVID? COVID.
Yeah.
What COVID's done, like in
Yeah,
terms of
it's dampened a lot of
killing
things.
some venues and stuff like that. Yeah, man. Who's yours? Rattle them off.
I don't want to and this is excluding KG, yourself, or K, because
Yeah.
they're really deep. If you say my top 5, I'm going to put you 3 by default. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't want to do that. I think I'll go. I think I tell you, man. I'll be honest. Indigos for me.
Oh man, how could I?
Indigos.
He's not. He's. Are you in Melbourne?
Nah, he's in Canberra now.
He's back in
Yeah, he's
Canberra.
back in Canberra.
Okay.
But I think like when I hear his songs, he's got this. His cadence is so polished.
He's cool.
His cadence is so polished, dude. I'm like when I hear it, I'm like that's so fire.
Just smooth and cool.
Yeah, that cruising song is just
Big time.
it's so good. I like Capo.
Oh,
Eminem Capo,
love Capo.
killing it.
He's boom back king. Stop making trap beats, Capo.
Keep making trap beats, Capo, because I'm benefiting off that, my man. Don't listen to Jimmy, bro, dude. So I'm trying to think of others. There's plenty. Like, so I've said Indigos, Capo. I like. Obviously, I love like your Genesis Wusu.
Yeah.
Again, I think he's in my default list too. I love Creekside.
Creekside.
I love Creekside.
26. Wow, fuck. What's the postcode?
2611.
Oh, I had it. That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say
that,
it,
Jimmy.
Ugh.
That's the only postcode that you needed to memorize, bro.
Damn.
Yeah.
Creekside. That's cool.
The Creek's where it's at. I love Creekside.
Yeah.
I think they're dope. I'd love to do a song with them.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to have Creekside featuring myself featuring Creekside and just do it around the whole of Western. You know what I mean? I love it.
Western's cool. I love that bus stop that says what is it? It's like this huge cross. I don't know who done it. It's like some average as graffiti. I love it. It's it says Western, like downways, and then Creek cuts across the E in Western. It's just this big. It says Western Creek, and it's on this bus stop, and I used to see it all the time, and I was like,
it's cool, man. I love
love
it
it,
there.
man.
I love it there. But then there's
Western.
there's like I like Augustine too. I like heaps of people.
Oh, dude.
So there's heaps.
I think there's like so many active artists in Canberra.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep up.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's so many. Like there's a huge community.
And when I say top, I don't even put it in order. I just think
Yeah.
they're the ones I've been listening to recently. But then there's a bunch of others that I'm loving and respect. But I just
My number one actually is, and he's Melbourne based now, is Johan. Context.
yeah.
Context. Can I say that?
He went there.
He's man. One of my I don't know what it is about him, eh? Just like got that. He's just got the coolest flow on the planet, I reckon, in my opinion. It's he does all this like slow boom bap stuff. Yeah, froth it. Check out Rogue Astronaut EP.
For sure. And then on that note, like we can't just talk about artists. I think like in terms of the videography, I think that Nick, when I see what you've done with Kirkland stuff, it's so good.
Thank you, man.
Man,
Thank you.
no,
Thank you.
it's really fire. Like it's very, it looks very storyboarded, and you get like the.
It's not.
It's not.
It's not. No.
Really?
None. I never storyboard. I never think of anything.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just freestyle it, and that's how I do all my vids.
That's I'm more impressed.
And
That's
you-
awesome.
You always go the extra mile for your artists, like that time that we almost got beat up by that dude at the train station for smashing those mirrors. Do you remember
Oh yeah.
What train station were
that?
you
Oh
at?
man, we're at like at the back of Kingston.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think like people smash the windows there all the time, and there's like people that live around there and stuff. And
What are you doing?
Yeah.
So
I totally
Nick-
forgot about that.
Nick's rocked up with like you had like a bunch of mirrors, and for the video, like the whole shot was like someone holding a mirror and filming the boys in it, and then like smashing the mirror in the shot.
Yeah.
And we kept doing it, and this dude come down like no shoes, no shirt,
Just
And he's just
ready for a rumble.
Like, he's like, you kids down here always smashing up the windows, and we're like trying to explain to this dude like,
We're doing a film.
nah, man, like we got all the broken mirrors like in a tub in the back of the car.
Yeah, yeah.
And he was not listening. He's like, he's smashing the windows, and yeah, that was pretty funny.
Man.
But I think Kojo talked him down, or Kojo dropped him.
yeah. That's what
that was the
happened.
story.
That's the story.
Yeah.
It was a right uppercut.
And he made a drill song about
Yeah,
it.
Kojo just dropped him.
At the train station with a flare. Bunch of balaclavas.
Smashing mirrors. Yeah. So
Yeah,
you're a good man, Nick.
That's awesome.
Well,
yeah.
speaking of good videos, you guys are working with Burrows a lot.
Yeah,
Like,
Burrows is awesome, man.
I don't know much about him, but I've seen his videos, and I think he's doing the best videos in the game right now, like in Canberra.
He's incredible.
It looks effortless, and you guys have both worked with him. While you talk about him, I'll chuck up some of his work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Like, what I love about Jamie is that the first clip we did was Flowers.
Yep.
And just that he kind of had the vision. So like when we get to the place that like near the Cotter area, he's like, so first verse, I picture it here, da 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 da.
Yeah.
And it was very like, so sometimes when I've done clips, it's like you just do full takes everywhere and then just chop it up. But
That's what I do.
yeah, which works because that's how I got Incredible and Foreverland. So
Yep.
I'm not against that style because I love both those film clips. But what I liked is that he had that vision of going like, okay, we're gonna do this scene here, boom, and then we're gonna do this one
Yep.
here, and your second chorus is gonna be there, and we're gonna use this here, and I'm thinking you're gonna have, you know what I mean? He just had that
He
vision.
is a storyboarder. I remember like hold on.
Yeah, I really enjoy doing it. So
Yeah, I froth his visuals, like all the effects and stuff.
Yeah.
Where's that?
Belko.
Belko, yeah.
Yeah. It's so funny when you do clips and you're going so hard out performing and people are just walking to work.
Yeah.
yeah.
We did that.
I'm dancing around like a maniac. Like
Yeah.
we did one shot that we didn't end up using, but we're on this roundabout and there's just cars going around and people are like, what is this clown in this yellow t-shirt doing? Because I'm really like dancing and acting out, like doing this kind of stuff. And yeah.
You.
So a funny story, we're on the bridge, right? We're on the bridge and he has a drone.
The drone shots.
No, but bro, so we didn't use it because he goes up so high, and I'm watching the drone and I'm thinking, ooh, it's about to hit the tip of the bridge, and then it hits the tip, and the propeller brakes, and it just goes zzz, and just smashes on the bridge. And I was like, dude, I felt so bad because I'm like, that's a drone, you know what I mean? He's just like, his attitude was like, he just goes, yeah, it's happened a few times, but this one's done. And he goes, well, we can't use that footage, man. And I was like, bro, your drone just exploded like on the same bridge we're filming on. He just dropped so high down, dude. And I remember like he took it like just like a G. He was just like, yeah, it is what it is.
He's good attitude, man. That's like I really appreciated working with him in that sense. Like, yeah, he's a legend.
But bro, when that propeller broke, man, you have to.
I can't believe
It just came. It was just like like the noise it made. It just came, and then yeah. So we only used the footage that he got from like the ground level up, and a few others. But yeah, and
just copping that. Like,
this is just around the corner from you. That scene.
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
park
Hague
just
Park.
there.
Yeah,
Just there.
Yeah.
Remember, we did a show there. This is a good segue. We did a show at the.
Mandalay Bus.
Thank you, because I was about to forget that name.
I remember. I'll never forget that.
That was cool, and that was I think before us was Genesis Owusu.
Yeah.
In a long trench coat, I remember, and I always felt like Genesis has like this, such a young a young artist. Like when he was younger, at 16, he had like thoughts and concepts and creativity that I couldn't even think of at that age. So I was
Super.
like, when I was like even older than that, I'm talking about like in the party with Bacardi, shake your body. You know what I
And
mean?
he's like-
That's where I was at, and yeah, this dude had like mad concepts. So shout out to him.
He's one of my favorite lines ever. He's like, and I think he was so young. This was Go Figure. How old he's still young. 17.
That was the mirror video.
That was the mirror video.
Yeah.
And he's got this line that's like, the world's a Spike Lee joint. You either do the right thing or you end up on your radio, Raheem. And I'm like, that's the smartest fucking thing I've ever heard. and he's like, he's so young,
Crazy, man.
and I'm like, this dude's talking about like this film and it was just the most incredible wordplay, like, you know, sort of talking about not going pop, or like sticking true to yourself, like do the right thing, movie title, or end up on your radio rhyme, like Radio Rhyme, which is also a character from that film.
Man,
Like I was just like,
yeah,
I'm done.
yeah,
I'm done. That's incredible.
it's crazy.
And he's young. He's so young.
Remember all the times that we were at the studio in Banks and we're recording, and he was just, you know, like he was always around and like doing his own thing, and then it just seemed like what seemed overnight wasn't overnight because he'd been writing and he'd been in the caves writing and practicing his craft. But man, when he came out, I always knew, like, you know, it's I guess always had talent and always had those deeper concepts way beyond his years.
Yeah.
And that's so like that's what I mean. Like I
Old
think
man.
Canberra has a lot of like talent. For sure.
Big
You know
time.
what I mean? But
I
yeah,
love it.
I love all like these clips. But yeah, between yourself and Burrows, I think we have it. You know, we're in a good place
Oh, big time.
for sure.
Big
man.
time.
There's
I don't want to move.
The other guy that did a good job with Incredible and Featherland was Darcy Payne. He did a good job. You know what I mean? With my Incredible clip, I loved that. And that's what we did. We filmed a bunch of different things. And he just edited the shots, and yeah. So
Where was that shot?
that was shot like where we did the Lost Boy photos, the first shot, and everyone in Canberra has to have a moment in those drains near Woden.
Yeah.
Everyone.
With that UFO building.
Yeah.
Like
You just have to. It's like a
It's like the city's
It's something-
ugliest building or something, isn't it? Or
yeah.
it's got like awards for being.
Yeah, look, probably the world.
It's almost like a rite of passage. I've seen
Yeah.
everyone do a photo
Yeah.
shoot there. It's like, there's graffiti.
Yeah.
And we also filmed at the Mount Stromlo, the emptied out. You know that it's like a
the thing
building,
burnt by
it's-
the fires.
yeah,
Like,
it's all emptied, and so you just we had some cool shots, and I think Canberra is aesthetically awesome to shoot.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
awesome.
We have
you
so
got
many spots.
all different types of locations just in one city. Like, so it's really easy to find good stuff.
How good was the what was the story with the stair cart at what was the last one we did? The
Funny business. Yeah.
The stair cart at Capital? Is that always there? Or like what's that doing there?
Yeah, that's always there. There's an airline plane like staircase to
it
board
just-
a plane, and it's just always there.
It just hangs out.
Yeah, it didn't even make the video, unfortunately. But
I think
any
everyone was-
young videographers out there, I want to see your videos there because
That's a good
it's a good
spot.
weird thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool little landmark.
Well, Nick, we should definitely do one in the next couple of years, I reckon. For sure,
100%,
man.
100%.
Yeah.
Nah, thank you guys for coming in.
Yeah.
Chatting. That was a lot of fun.
Nah, that was awesome, man.
Yeah.
MF.
I had fun.
Up the
That's
flats.
a good place to end it, I think. So
For sure.
thank you for
Nice
coming
one.
in.
Much love, everyone, for tuning in.
Peace. Says his little flutes.
Yeah, that's flutes.